4 years ago, I was sitting in my room dreaming of the day I would be able to become an NYU student. I was restless to leave my hometown of Thornhill and to experience the freedom of living in New York City. I would finally be able to be independent and flourish through my ambition. Little did I know that this spark would become an explosion when I came to NYU. Perhaps some of you have been following my journey throughout this time and still remember the quirky move-in videos that I made, which, to my surprise, was the first content I ever made that went viral. From that moment on, these next 4 years would be anything beyond my imagination. I founded a company at 18, released an EP, realized that I didn't just want to be a music producer, had many existential crises, directed and produced my own interdisciplinary art projects, met my soulmates, studied in Berlin, discovered my spiritual self through rave culture, became a DJ, performed at functions that I had only dreamt about, met so many people whom I love and care deeply about, went on a journey to heal my inner child, built my own community, and received a standing ovation at my capstone presentation, which was unheard of. And throughout all of this, I was constantly discovering and reinventing myself. People often see photos of me when I first moved to New York City, and they don't recognize me at all. I like to laugh with them and say that Berlin really changed me, but it was the culmination of all of these experiences. On graduation day, there's so much to celebrate, and the infinite possibilities of the road ahead only make it all the more exciting. However, this wouldn't be an honest reflection if I didn't also mention the amount of burnout and anxiety I've felt during the past few years. We live in such desperate times right now, and the world seems to only be getting worse and worse, completely out of our control, and yet it supposedly is up to us young people to save it. Well, I'm no Jesus, nor do I see myself being the next Gandhi. So what is my true purpose? As an artist, as a scholar, as a lifelong student. We face oppression and obstacles everywhere we turn, and yet for me, the passion never dims. I still feel just as excited, maybe even more, about my journey as when I was beginning college. And it's this vision and drive that keeps me going. In my college entrance essay, I wrote about how much I enjoyed nature as art. The visceral experience of beauty within nature and the technology that we create out of it. I think this is even more true now that I am practicing multiple forms of artistic expression and combining them together. There are not set boundaries or boxes to any of these things, and we are simply humans who are inspired to create. If we remove the selfish gains and capitalistic models of thinking, we are left with what this planet will offer us and each other. There is no self, only the whole. At the Tisch Salute, our guest speaker was Billy Crystal, who delivered such an intimate and heartwarming speech that made me realize how we are all part of a bigger whole. I am a part of the Clive Davis Institute of Recorded Music, which is a part of the Tisch School of the Arts, and all of its incredibly talented alumni. And we are all part of the NYU legacy, which is an integral part of New York City itself. We are New York City. It was no longer about any of our own individual achievements, but more importantly, what we would do together. He reminded us of the dreams we came here to achieve, and that if we keep going, it's only a matter of time before we achieve them. Violet caps and violet hair, violet robes and violet nails, violet banners raised in steady manner. We did it. We're here. Packed into the open-air stadium, greeted by Mother Nature with her swiftly winds and relentless rain. We are just as swift in our graceful cheers. From the river to the sea, Palestine, you will be free. Salut. Here's to the class of 2024.